So here we are on to the embrace realms, and this is related to your emotional life. So we'll start off with emotional efficacy. The types of questions that you're going to ask yourself are, do I find that it's really easy to regulate my emotions? So if I feel angry or afraid or upset, do I find it easy to get back to that kind of calm state of equilibrium where everything just feels okay? Or do I find myself being easily overwhelmed by my emotions? So if you're somebody who finds that sometimes we say, I just feel all over the place, then you might rate yourself a bit lower down the scale on emotional efficacy. And this is absolutely okay. This is just for you, okay? This is just for you to find out. And the more honest that you are with yourself about these sorts of things, then the better able we are to improve your ability to emotionally regulate, is what we call it. So, for example, if you find that you're generally fairly contented, nothing really gets you agitated, and you just calmly sail through life, emotionally fine, then you're going to rate yourself much highly on the emotional efficacy part of the exercise. Then we go on to the attention and intimacy. So you want to ask yourself how much... This is about with attention, it's about giving and receiving in equal measure. And quite often as women, we often find ourselves on the giving end of things and not so much on the receiving end. So you want to be thinking about, okay, do I often find that I am able to get the attention that I need healthily and when I need it? Because one of the things about the attention need is that if our attention need is met in an unhealthy way, then in actual fact, we can sometimes feel that the attention need is okay, but we really need to look at this on slightly different levels. So if you find that you're always having to kind of, I'm trying to avoid difficult terminology here, but I'm just going to say it as it is. If we find that we have to manipulate our partner in order to receive attention, then I would suggest that that's a fairly unhealthy way of getting the attention need met. If you're able to ask for your attention need to be met really easily, then you're going to rate yourself a bit higher. If you find that your relationships are set up in a way where that giving and receiving is in really good balance, then that's great. And, intimacy is linked with this, as I say in the section written about attention and intimacy, because often we give and receive attention with an intimate partner, more regularly if we have one. But intimacy is also about friendship. So you might find that you're somebody who constantly thinks, well, I'm always doing all this stuff for all of my friends and my family and my partner, and no one ever does anything for me. So then you would rate yourself a bit lower down. If you find that your relationships with your friends and your family is really well balanced, and you feel really fulfilled in those areas, then you're going to rate yourself much more highly. But just have a think about that. With the esteem, if you read the section here, you will see this is about your value, okay? And it's not just about how you value yourself, but it's how you feel valued by others. And of course, this is subjective, okay? Because this is about how valued you feel. And I would suggest that if we rated ourselves fairly low on the attention and intimacy need, then at the same time, we're not going to be that highly valued by the people around us. So the basic question for you to answer here is, how much do you feel valued by yourself and others? Okay, and then you're going to choose a number between 1 and 10 for that.